Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Leo leaks Tate and Holly's interdicted love? Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers reveal that Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, will make a surprising discovery during the week of May 20th to 24th. DOOL suckers know Tate Black, Leo Howard, and Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, are intimately dating, so they've been trying to squeeze in romantic moments whenever they can. Although Holly and Tate have been enough careful so far, day spoilers say they'll make a boob. That could bring them soon. It turns out that boob will involve putting Tate and Holly's secret in the hands of a character with a partiality for spreading gossip. Of course, we're talking about Leo, who's made quite a name for himself at The Spectator through his Lady Whistleblower column. It's a popular point for the paper since Salemites are always eager to hear the hottest dishonors. Leo spends up most of his time getting drunk in the Domain recently, so that might be where he'll catch a regard of Tate and Holly together. Holly and Tate have been known to steal smooches there, but they may not find a spot that's hidden well enough this time around. Day spoilers say Leo will indeed catch Tate and Holly in a cozy moment together, so we'll see if he substantiations a makestual session, a warm grasp, or maybe both. Leo might indeed do some wiretapping and hear how tough it's been for the Brace to sneak around like this. It's easy to imagine Leo lodging for Holly and Tate since he's a romantic at heart, but he may also smell a story that Lady Whistleblower's compendiums will absolutely love. As far as Leo's concerned, Tate and Holly will be Salem's veritably own Romeo and Juliet. Leo may be tempted to publish a Lady Whistleblower scoop that leaks this interdicted teenage love saga. Indeed, if Leo doesn't mention Holly and Tate by name, he could include enough details to tip off exactly the wrong people. Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, Nicole DiMera, Ariane Zucker, and EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel, could all end up outraged over the band love that's been passing right under their tips. Our day's prognostications point to Tate and Holly's secret relationship blowing up in a big way, so stick with us for updates on whether it'll be Leo's fault. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Holly and Tate will have to deal with the fallout once the news of their connection spreads. Sloane's escape offer, Marlena treats Bobby and Everett, Constantine's crime. Days of Our Lives, DOOL. Spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, May 20th to May 31st, reveal that Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, and Chanel DiMera, Raven Bowens, will bandy the issues their baby could be facing during an appointment with a high-threat gestation specialist. Although Chanel and Johnny may not be veritably encouraged by the news they admit during the week of May 20th to 24th, Chanel will still want to continue with the gestation. Indeed so, Chanel will have a hard time dealing with enterprises about the radiation exposure and the complications this could bring. Fortunately, and hassle with Felicity, Kennedy Garcia, may lift Chanel's spirits at the bakery. Felicity is the client with down pattern that Chanel preliminarily mentioned, so look for her to protest off her run and come part of a new plot. Meanwhile, Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, will get an unanticipated offer when Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, pushes her to return as Salem's quarter attorney and replace fired EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel. Speaking of EJ, he'll have a strong response to Nicole DiMera's, Ariane Zucker, crapulous kiss with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, since he'll eventually give Sloane Peterson, Brady, Jessica Surfety, a 24-hour concession deadline. After plastered, Nicole tells EJ that she wishes their baby were still alive. He'll plan to make it be with the help of his DiMera bank account and a maternity taradiddle. EJ will offer Sloane enough plutocrat to start a new life nearly, just as long as she tells Eric that Jude Brady, Oliver McClarty, belongs to EJ and Nicole before she runs off. Once Sloane does what she's told, Eric will weep over having to give Jude up. Day spoilers say Eric will also give Nicole updates on Jude and partake how she was right about him being her son from the morning. In the Domain, Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, will spot a close hassle between Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and Tate Black, Leo Howard. DOOL suckers can anticipate Leo to catch the moment on his cell phone camera and consider blowing the whoosh on the secret lovebirds. In the meantime, Tate will decide to let Aaron Green, Louis Tomeo, in on the news that he's courting Holly on the down low. Aaron may not authorize since he feels like Holly has caused way too important drama for Tate, but perhaps Tate will move him. This is true love. Now that Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, knows Clyde Weston, James Reed, may have targeted Abigail DiMera, Marcy Miller, over the story she was working on, he'll come indeed more determined to find Clyde and get justice. Day spoilers say Chad will hope Steve Johnson, Stephen Nichols, can be in supporter on this as he turns to him for help uncovering Clyde's position. Over with Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, she'll put all the pieces in place for her embezzlement trap and hope that Constantine Meliunis, John Capellos, will fall for it hook, line and sinker. Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, will also extend an offer to Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, about moving in the Kyriakis manse. Nonetheless, Alex's studies may continue to drift to Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, and his burning solicitations for her rather. Other day spoilers say the Horton House emendations will be finished, so Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, Doug Williams, Bill Hayes, and the kiddies will happily return to the home they know and love. There'll also be some major Robert Bobby Stein aka Everett Lynch, Blake Barris, developments since Bobby will take a swing at Eric and get arrested for it. Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, will be shocked over how aggressive Everett's being and will bring Chad in the circle on the fact that he was arrested. Still, Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, will nail down the fact that Everett's floundering with further than one personality. It's Bobby who'll be to condemn for attacking Eric, though the lines may ultimately start to blur as Everett gets confused and flirts with Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, latterly. Once Marlena figures out that both Everett and Bobby live in his brain, she'll explain this situation to Stephanie, Jada, and Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring. It sounds like Marlena will form a treatment plan for Everett aka Bobby during the week of May 27th to 31st, which will bring plenitude of challenges for her case to overcome. Across city, Nicole will enjoy a happy reunion with Jude, but EJ's maternity deception will ensure that poor Eric is miserable. Back with Constantine, will he fall for Maggie's deception and land in bind? Our prognostications suggest Constantine will be in for a rude awakening and could end up in captivity by the end of all this. Eventually, Stefan DiMera, Brandon Barish, should get a step closer to freeing Gabby Hernandez DiMera, last played by Camila Banus, with the help of recently reinstated D.A. Trask and a restarted case. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Stefan will look forward to reuniting with Gabby. Star Camila Banus spills the tea, calls out former associates and snakes. It's been a hot nanosecond since actress Camila Banus left her post at Days of Our Lives, DOOL, playing Gabby Hernandez. After 13 times with the cleaner, she blazoned her exit in May 2023, and Gabby's last scenes on Oil were played out in November 2023. Still, a recent social media post has suckers buzzing, as Camila spills some tea about her former co-stars on the show and how those snakes treated her. Days of Our Lives spoilers, why did Camila Banus leave DOL? Banus's exit from Days was enough standard, with veritably little drama. When she blazoned she was leaving the show, she noted that it was time to move on to the coming chapter of her life.